Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today I'm going to do quite some root work on this huge air layer that I separated last year. Yeah, if I look at this thing, it's huge, it's big, it has no taper. So I really don't know what I'm going to do with it in the future. Well, it's alive, that's very good. There's green all over the trunk now, buds are swelling, and well, if I want to do something ever with this tree, I better get this root started. So I'm going to get it out of the pot and then we will see what we have to do. It's quite a lot, I think. So it's going to be really easy to get it out because, well, you see, there's only roots here, and at the back, well, there's absolutely nothing. This is what we call a failed air layer. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to clean this up a little and then we'll see. Okay, so buds are swelling, as you can see here, I hope. I don't know, it's gonna be difficult to zoom this. Well, anyway, they're swelling, and I'm going to have a look at these roots now. Well, this is a root, that's nice. I also try to air layer the root part itself. You see, this is some of the old soil. I didn't want to touch it last spring when I got it separated. And you probably understand why when you see this. So just going to untangle this to see what could be a good start of a root base. So lots of things are, yeah, well, there's not a whole lot of roots, but still the tree is alive. And I did an acceptable job when separating it. So you see, it's not too big, the chunk of wood. I could do better here. There's a stump, but from this stump, and that's why I need to have a better look at this. From this stump might emerge a root, and well, I can't afford to lose more roots. So I'm going to clean this up, wash it so that I can see what's going on, and then maybe I can remove some of the wood that I don't need, so that I can plant the tree in a good angle in a pot. So I'm going to continue cleaning this up. I got it cleaned up, and well, these are roots, big roots from the tree, and this too. So I have some roots emerging from these big stumps, so that's nice. There's nothing emerging from this thing, so I'm going to get that off. I don't know if it's alive, but it's not doing any good here. So maybe if I cut it and I find some green, it might be a part where some roots might grow. Okay, just a little piece on this side now. And I have it. It's difficult to say. I think it's dead. But well, it doesn't matter. This can be removed a little. No, this can completely be removed. It's a dead stump. So removing the dead material is always a good idea. We have some living tissue here. Okay, so I need roots. And to have roots, there are different possibilities. I can air layer this again, try to have some roots there, or I can graft roots. And I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both. So I will have to see if there's living tissue under this ring where I tried the first air layering. And I'm going to graft some trees here. So the first thing that I want to do is see if I can find living tissue here, and therefore I'm going to check where the living tissue is. So I'm going to scrape this away. Well, I must say that this has been a dusty experiment. I'm covered in wood chips and, well, I made a fairly deep circle. I even made some in the existing roots, because it would be better to have roots sprouting from these spots. So here and here and that root. So that's part one of the operation. So now I need grafting material, and this is the pot that I where I already removed some of the seedlings, and I think I'm going to use, well, at least 10, I think. And I might need to repot it all. Oh, well, definitely it's falling apart. So these are 5, and I had 5 or 6, so well, yeah. I'm gonna get this portion out, and I will repot them all, just covering the roots so that they don't dry out. They can stand this stuff for a few minutes, so that's a good one. These are all growing together, but they will do very nicely. And of course I'm going to use this toilet paper trick so that I can use as much root as I need, and by that I mean all of the roots. So that's good. I'm going to put that in the shadow so that I can repot it and that the trees does not suffer. Okay, so I'm gonna take these guys. So like last time, I'm going to do just a little bit of combing. Take a piece of toilet paper, wrap everything in as straight as possible, because if these are to become the new roots, we don't want to start with ugly and messy roots, like so. I'm gonna get this a little wet, and do that for all the trees. Okay. The sun's coming out. That's quite nice. Okay, I have 14 of these Carpinus toilet paper sausages. So now I will have to decide where I'm going to put them. Well, I think best thing is to do one here and then look at the distance here, divide into, etc. So, okay, I'm gonna make a incision. Okay, so now I have 3, so in between okay, so now, well, they're already quite close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, maybe one here. I don't know. It's gonna be difficult to fix that. Well, in between. I don't have a clue how much I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, just 14. That's quite amazing. Okay, so I was thinking about a way how to keep them where I need them, and I thought, well, maybe I can take 2 pieces, 2 elastics, get them together, and then get them round like so. Take a piece of wire, like this. So that's not a complicated maneuver, but I think that this might be very helpful. So I'm going to position all the little trees now in a gap. Now I really have to position the tree in, not the toilet paper, because I might not have enough contact when it closes. So yeah, that's looking quite okay. I'm going to do that with all the little bundles. Well, I must say that this went surprisingly well. Okay, so now the next step is going to be to apply a hormone powder. It's easier when everything is a little wet, that makes the powder stick better. So everywhere. Some of the things are falling off a little. Oh, that's my hormone powder box caught by the wind. So I'm going to do that everywhere, like so. But not only here, of course, also on the portions where I made other incisions. That's done, and now comes the complicated part, because I want to tighten this a little better. So I made a raffia string here. So I made a little loop here, leaving this, which is supposed to make my life easier afterwards. And I'm going to get this through the hole. And then make sure that every graft is now where it's supposed to be. And I mean by that in the right hole. So of course by moving this, it's moved a little. Now I can give them their final position. These rooting it's not helping. I don't see where the gaps are. Yeah, but I can feel them. Okay, it's not bad. This might be tricky now, because if I move it this way, it's gonna fall off. It's gonna slide. So I'm going to pass under this root. That might be a good idea. Yeah, it's always always needs some improvisation, but that's good. That's what makes fun. Okay, I think they're nice and set. So make a little knot now. It's not the best knot on earth, but okay. Made a small mountain with the substrate in the pot, and I positioned it on the turntable. I think it might come handy. And now it is the moment to put the tree in the pot. So going to do that quite central, like so. The roots that are already here, I'm going to position them that they are, well, not too entangled. Few roots that I have, I must cherish them. Okay, so that's good. And I'm going to position the grafts. Yeah, the turntable was a good idea. Okay, And this is a strange view. Really strange. Okay, so now I'm working in the soil a little. I have to push it in between. That might take some time. Well, this is the root base. If this works, this is going to be a very radial and good spreaded root base. That's for sure. So I'm going to need to use some more substrate now and cover the other roots here. The tree is now potted up, and well, it's nice. I can keep an eye on the little seedlings. Here are none. That means that this is the portion where the original roots are. And I put a whole lot of substrate on top, which is not ideal because of course now the roots can grow in all directions, but that's not the point for the moment. So well, I don't know, I think that this tree lacks taper. That's kind of obvious, but if you see that this shoot, it's well quite thick already. It's certainly 5 or 6 millimeters. They grow in one season, so it's very well possible that I get a whole lot of growth now. So maybe I'll do some carving here. It will create some taper and it will make the tree a little more interesting. This stump of a big branch is alive here, so there are a few buds here. So well, I don't know. It's gonna be a strange tree anyways, but I will be happy if I see it growing and if I see that it's alive. So, well, it's something to look out for. So, in the meantime, thank you for watching and see you next time.